Consult the council. Family drama. Consult the council. Every problem. Consult the council. With laughter. Consult the council. Happily ever after. Yeah. Hope you with your friends, or even if you all alone. If you need a laugh, I want you to enjoy the show when that's real. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. I wanna see what's on the next episode. We family. We family.
Consult the council. Hey everybody, it's Robin. I'm back with Consult the Council. I got a couple more council mates with us. I'm gonna let them go ahead and introduce themselves. On the council, as always, we always start with ladies first. So we'll go ahead and get the ladies introduced, and then the fellas, they'll go ahead and introduce themselves.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
So I'm Tamara Stewart, and I play Detective Carletta Davis.
I'm Ashley. I play Brianna Tyrant.
I'm Dwight Adams. I play Detective Anderson.
I'm Tim Sturgis, and I play Captain Sanders.
Right, y'all. Okay, so I have a couple questions for everybody. Some will be yourself, and then others will be as a group, okay? First, how did y'all end up joining the cast of Tyrant?
Well, me, myself, I heard about the filming, so I talked to another cast member. So he told me about Josh. So I just saw Josh one day, and I said, put me in, coach. And he put me in.
All right.
I actually seen Josh had an ad on Facebook when the first cast started. And I was like, I want in. And he was like, we're gonna be meeting X, Y, and Z at this location. Show up. And I showed up. So,
And here you are.
Well, as far as mine's, a cast member was talking to a family member of mine, and they was telling her I was trying to find someone to help me write a script. And then she mentioned Josh and told me to meet up with Josh and stuff. And so I kind of went over to the meeting, and he was like, "Here you go." I was like,
That's correct.
"All right."
That's right.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, with me, I met Josh. Josh, he helped me get my CDLs, actually. That's when I met him.
okay.
And I had texted him one day about something. I forget what it was. And then he texted me back and said, I'm filming a show. Right? It's like, you want to be in it? I said, hell yeah. And it came and brought me my script.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
All right, so my first question is going to be to Detective Davis. All right. Now, you've actually had a special vendetta against the Tyrant family the whole season, like from jump. How do you hold on? Do you hold on to grudges, or like you yourself personally? Because Miss Carlotta, honey, she was on it from
I still don't
jump.
play. It's me.
Yeah.
Hit the nail on the coffin like that.
All right, Brianna. Now this question's gonna be for you. The Tyrant family, they don't really condone having children outside of wedlock. They usually pressure you to give away your children. How do you think that your family and the Tyrant series would handle Vanessa, who is your daughter in the series?
They may be a little cold at the beginning, but I'll make sure they have open arms toward them in the process.
We gotta get you in the door first, right?
Yeah, we gotta get me in the door.
Okay, that's gonna be part of it too. Do you think they'll be excited? I mean, do you think they'll eventually, besides Brian, who's your twin, who do you think you would have the most trouble with as far as accepting Vanessa?
To be determined.
Good answer. Good answer. Okay, watch it. Watch the season 2. Okay, I got you. I like how you did it. Detective Dwight. There's a lot of time that you all spent at the park, you and Deasia, like hours from like sun up to sundown. How was that kind of building on-scene relationship with Deasia, Tamarian?
Actually, that was the first time that I met her, And so like
Yeah,
we were,
set up to Sunday.
yeah. So while we were doing the scene, like we was getting to know each other at the same time. So you know,
Okay.
it's been basically like, you know, on set, character growth. That's the best way to say it.
Okay. All right, so we gotta get the police out of the way, Captain Samuels. Yeah, you know, you next, you the captain, you're over it. Now your detectives, they seem a little bit hard-headed. They're not listening. They're not letting go of this case. If you had employees outside of the script, if you had employees, how do you deal with disobedience within being over somebody?
First of all, Robin, it's captains, the police. I ain't that's a guy at all.
We'll get into that later on in the question. We'll get into that later on in the question. You chose the role. You chose to be the
You chose to give me that.
You chose the red pill and the blue pill for this show.
That was the only role
You had
left.
to take the pill. So that's what you did. That's it. Okay, so how do you handle like if someone is just blatantly not listening to you? Not necessarily like an employee, but like let's say kids or even just you providing advice and people just don't listen. Like you just
Basically,
fucking
I mean, once I tell you and keep on trying to drill it in your head, if you're not listening to what I'm telling you, then shit, I gotta move on. I done told you.
Yeah. Right. Okay. My next question is gonna be for Detective Davis. Ms. Tam, y'all questioned all the siblings, but you had a hard time with Brian. Okay. Y'all apparently had a little past. I had a little something. Had a little past. Had a little current. You know. But do you think Detective Anderson should have led that interview, or how would you have handled that to get a different outcome? If you would have had to approach it again, because the first time you failed miserably.
Oh yeah, because see, I didn't read the whole script, so
He
it
got you
was a surprise to me. I didn't know what was going on either until he said what he said.
He got you from He did.
He did.
Little bottle. Little bottle.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
You're right. I wasn't.
How would you have, do you think Dwight should, not necessarily personally, Dwight would have handled it, but do you think in the situation, Detective Anderson, like your partner, should have handled that, you knowing that you actually had a past, so I don't want you to
I
mention
feel like
that,
he
so I ain't
egged it
gonna
on.
go there. You started it
No, I didn't start it.
with that foolishness. What did you say?
I just
Listen,
called him-
tyrant.
I just called him that. I was being professional. What I'm supposed to do, I'm doing a job.
Okay. But you
Right.
okay.
Call me off guard.
Okay. So would you have done it? So how would Tam handle that?
I was probably in some hands going then if it was him, because he disrespected me. I'm doing a job. I'm being professional.
I bet
Okay.
the scene up on
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, so I have another question for the whole cast. You can get into this when it becomes your time to say. In what ways is your character different or the same as you?
Well, I'm not a police officer, so, and that's a different. But I think everything else probably hit me on the head for real. That's
Okay.
direct, very direct.
All right. Ashley.
My character, I am a mother. So I'm playing the role that I'm doing today. I can be edgy and sour and spicy. If pushed.
You said she's sour.
Yes, towards some family members.
Understandably. Dwight.
I say me and Detective Anderson would be similar in the way that you know, he makes the situation he's in work for him in his best interest. You know, he analyzes situations. That's probably where it ends at.
Oh, so you ain't talking from sun up to sundown in no parts? You ain't talking?
No. That ain't happening.
Get right to it, man.
Yeah.
Chicken dinner, we on that
ain't gonna take that long. It'll take that long.
All right. So, Tim, it's your turn. How does your character, Mr. Top of the top police, how's it differ for
Shit,
or the same?
yeah,
or the
a
same
whole
for
lot.
you?
I ain't nowhere police shit now. I ain't. That ain't me at all. But as far as I am towards my detectives and shit, I mean, the direct and all that. I mean, I'm a direct person, but you know what I'm saying, I get a little attitude sometimes. But you know what I'm saying, as far as the police shit though, no.
You just say go big or go home in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. That's good. Okay. So Brianna, I got a question. So your character has a twin brother who's Brian. He's the lawyer. Twins are usually closer than normal siblings. How do you think the family stigma about not having a child in the family? You were pretty much forced or pressured to give your child away, but Brian has Jamar, and nobody tried to give him away. How do you feel like? What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Good question.
I tried to.
Of course, I'll feel some type of way. But I think it's different with girls. The standard's a little higher than it is with the guys.
Right. Double
So-
nonetheless.
Give or take. Yeah. Double standard.
Okay. All right. So I got a couple questions for everybody now. What was your favorite scene in the episodes that we've been shown so far? And it can't be one with yourself in it.
I go first. He never came back with the person he was trying to get this whole time with some money. Never. He'd be like, I'm trying to get him. I lost him. How? He was right in front of you.
That's what Chris said. He said he bought it right to him. So damn, what are you doing? All right, Miss Sam.
I like the drunk lady. Yeah, I love
Oh
her.
man.
I think I watched it probably 5 times.
She was
And then the child said, Mama. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's how you get it. Dwight. And then Tim.
I would say one of my favorite scenes was when they got the wrong tyrant. That was pretty good time.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
then because they were kind of like back and forth about it, you know what I mean? And, come on, man, let's get this on in there and get this done with. To me, it was kind of fun. It's like, man, y'all think y'all doing the right thing, and in the end, y'all did the whole thing wrong.
You did everything
You know what
wrong.
I'm saying?
They did. All right, Tim.
I want Mr. Tag when I was beating your back out the other night. And then I had to shit Stacy. It wasn't that damn shit.
Yeah, they definitely look like shit. They had flu, then died. Like what happened? Okay. What about y'all's favorite character? And it can't be yourself.
Well, I like Ronald.
Another fan favorite.
Yes.
Another fan favorite.
I like Miss Alma.
Stacy.
Stacy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's between Stacy and Ron. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronald.
Ronald.
Yeah,
OG.
Ronald.
Definitely.
And Detective Anderson.
Okay. So Detective Davis, she feels strongly about pursuing this case. Would you or have you ever condoned against going against the advisement of a superior, regardless of who they are? And if so, when and how?
I went against my superior.
Would you or have you ever? Have you ever like been okay with we're doing that?
I went against my superior sometimes.
Countless number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't
Give us an
intentionally. I
example.
mean, it was just out. I mean, at the point in time, it made it disrespect and talk to me some type of way I didn't like, and I came back and said something that I shouldn't have said. Time like that, but I have before. I ain't gonna sit there and lie and say I haven't. I'm sure a lot of you have.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last question. Is there anything that you would like to see your character do or become in season 2?
Well, I don't want me to die because I literally want to take the tyrants down.
You still got this vendetta, don't you?
Even from the grave, I'm gonna
You gonna get this shit done. Done.
I would like to see how my character unfolds with her family
Okay.
and
And
how they welcome my daughter.
okay. All right. Now,
I would like to give, I would like to see Detective Anderson and Lana get more of like a relationship, friendship type deal, where they do some work and shit. Crooked.
yeah.
I'm saying, I'm saying because it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like Ronald's done got a whole lot going on, and I mean, I feel like those two characters can get some things popping.
Yeah, sure, I said.
Yeah.
Tim.
In the same area, I mean, my detective's already a snake, so.
The captain is too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's to be said. That's
She
to be
threw it out there.
said, man. You know, that's to be said.
Captain is too.
But yeah, there's some things coming up in season 2, so that's
Okay.
that's exactly where I wanted to go. So I don't want to speak on it too much.
That's right.
Yeah, don't. We just got to make sure they tune in for season 2. All right, y'all, I got another question for y'all. What was it like working with Josh?
Very entertaining. He has a very vivid mind, but I like it.
If something ain't going right, he's gonna cut, do it again until it's right to his standards.
Sit there and practice 3 times. Do it.
Yes.
Back to back to back to
Make
back.
sure you get it right.
That's right. That's right.
I admire his hustle and his vision, and the creativity he's got. Because I mean, coming with something like this ain't easy, especially when you have something like this that you can do so much with. There's so many different ways and so much opportunity for growth for a series like this, and I just think I think it's real cool. And then he was doing that to start. From what I seen, he was doing this all himself. I'm like, dude, how's this dude able to live and do this at the same time? You know what I mean? But I see he just got a good team behind him and all that, and that's not easy to find either. So you got to really have that eye to find people that's able to work together and to get the job done. So
Yeah, he definitely know what he's doing. I'd say that much. Yeah, and when I started reading the scenes, I'm like, man, yeah, he came up and all this on his own. So it was good. But as far as the film, yeah, he gonna make sure he gets it right, man. It was the first time when I first shot my first scene. I'm like, damn, Josh.
Is he different? Is he different in the show than he is from the CDL? Because you have 2 different aspects.
Shit, I know he was rough then. It wouldn't let me flat all night. Now I get something wrong, but it was good though.
You got other people's lives in your hands,
It was good.
so you had to be a little more serious.
Really show me how to.
All right. All right. Now I heard from a little birdie, Dwight, that you are going to be helping in the writing of season 2. How does that feel to transition into wearing multiple hats? Like, so from acting to now you're acting and writing. How does that feel, and what are you wanting to see about doing or pursuing?
I can say it was. If you think about it, like one of the first questions you asked, how me and Josh met, like we met on, I was wanting to go on and write, script with him. So it's kind of like it came around to what I originally wanted to do with him, anyways.
Full circle.
Right, full circle on top of like being the show. So I mean, I don't even have a word for it, really. I mean, it's very interesting how it worked out.
If you had to choose one avenue, the acting or the writing, which one would you choose?
I'm being honest with you. I ain't that type of person. I can't do one thing. So I couldn't even to do one or the other. I would say both.
But that's not an option, so you're gonna have to.
I'm just saying, if I'm being honest.
I mean, you can do other things on the side, but if you prefer, would you prefer acting or writing?
Man, see, I thought you was gonna take an answer and run with it.
I know. I know.
Man, I don't know. That's an interesting, because I mean, with acting, you know, you get to create your character, but you also have within the boundaries of, you know, what the show is and the direction that the character's going in.
Okay,
But
really.
yeah, so
Pick one. Just pick one.
I guess I would say acting, because you don't have to worry about so much of creating, you know, as you would actually write the script, because you gotta create everything, you know, when you can just kind of focus on being an actor and then just get into that. So yeah, I'll say that.
Okay.
Golly, I just pulled that out of me, didn't we?
Had to. All right, y'all. So we've reached the end. I just want to thank everybody for joining me on Consulting Council. Hopefully, y'all come back again for further episodes about other different things. But I just want to tell y'all thank y'all, and thanks everybody for joining me. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella.
All right.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll let y'all work it out, and I'll just be here in case I'm needed.
Thank you. That's really what I need. I just need support at this point in time. You got me?
I got you.
Thank you, babe.
All right.
Here she comes. It's so good to see you. How have you been?
The library has surely upgraded since I last been here.
It sure has. Come on, sit down. Let's have a talk. Come on, make yourself comfortable. We're just here doing a little work, you know, working on a couple things, but we can get that out of the way.
Sure, we'll have a seat.
Well, thank you for coming. Let me not be rude though, and let me introduce you. Bree, this is my husband Ian, and Ian, this is my sister Brianna, Brian's twin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Heard a lot about you, especially lately.
Well, I want to thank you again for coming. I do appreciate it. Let me ask you, how's that baby daughter of yours? I guess she ain't a baby no more, huh?
No, she ain't a baby. She's good with my future grandchild on the way.
She's pregnant?
Yeah, she is, sis.
Well, that's good. Congratulations to you. But and I don't mean to be rude, but fuck all the pleasantries. We got business to handle, okay?
Let's get down.
All right. So, how have you been dealing with Daddy's passing?
Well, to be honest, it took a lot out of me. I was gonna come to the funeral, but after all these years, I couldn't do it.
I can definitely understand that. Well, I just want to go ahead and put out there first. My intentions are always going to be good for you, towards you. They always have been. I never have ill will towards you. But I do want you to know that all this money Daddy got, we all need to get a little bit of it, including you.
Yeah, but it wasn't even about the money. It was about everything that they allowed to be done to me, you, and Stacy.
Listen, fuck all that shit. Let me tell you what's up. You're going to have shit that's going to happen to you in life. You either going to learn to grow from it or grow past it. I got to be a better person, so I'm going to grow past it. Fuck all that other shit. So I'm going to go after this money. And plus, we got other siblings that, you know, what happened to me, you, and Stacy, it didn't happen to them. Okay?
Right.
I need you to know I'm going to get what the fuck is owed to me.
Oh, me too. And I'm gonna get that bitch Deidre too.
Man, fuck that bitch. I don't give you can do whatever you want to with Deidre, because I was probably about to whoop her ass last time I seen her anyway. So I don't give a fuck nothing about that.
It is what it is, hands down.
And if either of you need anything, make sure you let me know. I got you.
Talk to these assholes. So. Anderson, Davis, my office.
What's this about, Chief?
It doesn't matter. Just get to my office.
I told you this would happen.
You don't know if it's bad.
What else would he want to see us for then, Carlotta?
I don't know. But you don't know if that's what he wants to talk to us about.
This can't cost my job.
You're being irrational. Let's go see this motherfucker.
Rash. This is your place.
Yeah.
So you be here.
Let's see, Detective. Who's responsible for this? Don't both of you speak at once.
It was me,
Why the fuck did you reopen these cases without obtaining clearance, Detective?
because there's some foul play going on.
There isn't any foul play. You assume there's foul play. We don't operate on assumptions, Detective.
Did you at least take a look at the report, sir?
I don't need to look at the reports. As of now, these cases are closed. Anything you obtain to investigate will be admitted.
But the report says,
Doesn't matter what the report says, Detective. They will be omitted. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
whatever.
And I also heard that you have been asking people about these reports. If I hear anything about these reports and you again, it would be both of your jobs. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You are dismissed.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. I told you this shit would happen.
That's because we were too close.
We are not close, Carlotta. All we have is this one toxicology report.
No. Jessica's report came in this morning and it showed that she had signs of fentanyl in her system, the same amount as Marcus.
A lot of your herbal cap said.
Also, last night I spoke to Diamond Tarrant, who is a sibling, and she told me that word on the street is Ronald got his fentanyl from Anthony Big Vegas Ferris.
We go with this case shit. You heard what Cap said, like I said. We were given direct orders to leave this shit alone, man.
No, but if we can prove that Ronald had access to fentanyl, then we can solve these murders.
Do you hear yourself, Carlotta? I'm out, man.